Police in Sokoto on Thursday said two suspects have been taken into custody in connection with the lynching earlier in the day of Deborah Samuel, a student of Ķ′Łł College of Education. Sokoto police spokesman Sanusi Abubakar said in a statement on Thursday evening that the mob overpowered campus security before killing the female students and setting her remains on fire. The security outpost was also burnt in a violent outbreak that forced school authorities to shut down the campus immediately and send students home. At about 0900 hours, a distress call was received from Ķ′Łł College of Education, Sokoto, stating that students were rioting over one female student named Deborah Samuel, a level 2 student who was accused of making a social media post that blasphemed the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Students forcefully removed the victim from the security room where she was hidden by the school authorities, killed her and burnt the building. The students banded together with miscreants and barricaded the Sokoto Jega Road. Upon receiving the information, the DC operations led a team of policemen and all other operational commanders in states to the school, where the road was cleared and the situation was brought under control. Two students were arrested in connection with the crime committed. The school has been closed down by the school authorities and policemen were deployed to give tight security coverage. The Commissioner of Police, Sokoto State Command, CP Kamadin Ķ′Łł, FDC, Mini, is appealing to members of the public to go about their lawful activities and should not panic as the situation is under control. Meanwhile, the suspects in the viral video on Twitter were spotted and will be nailed soon, Mr. Abubakar, an assistant superintendent of police, said. Okay, can you imagine? I hope they will be able to do something, not just to allow the perpetrators to go like that. He was boasting that he did that. He was boasting. I hope they will not release him at the end of the day. Arrest them all. We have some on social media who are supporting the killing too. Kindly go through their social media and arrest them from the IDP camps. Buhari is an Islamic extremist. He is in charge. Government will do nothing to those people, and that's ended the life of the innocent girl. Very funny. Armless people overpowered armed security operatives. Can human being fight for his or her God? That's the question. Can you fight for God? Do you have what it takes to fight for God? It is only handicapped gods that human beings can help. The killers overpower security, and now you have arrested two suspects who possibly will be innocent people going about their own business. They all share the same religious ideology, not the same people. Do I blame them? I blame us Christians who are too afraid to die and would never say or do anything. We are peace-loving people. We could not continue. One thing is that I believe some of the majority of their... I think there's something that they are always hiding. Because if really the leadership of all those religious groups, if they are sincere, because we have found that and see that all these religious leaders, whether Christians or Muslims, they have this stronghold. People respect them. And that was why when this Osinachi's case came up, a lot of people were really blaming the pastors. Oh, they know that is the kind of messages that the pastors have been preaching, that you cannot divorce, even if you are whatever, you cannot divorce. And they started heaping blames on them. And it's a lot of pastors started coming out to say, no, that is not how it ought to be. That if it's going to take people's life, definitely they will allow the person to just be separated and before they can come back, whether they are compatible or not. So what I'm trying to say is that the preaching of all these religious clerics, it goes a long way, because people, they are the ones that the people see. So once they are being told, no, this is how it ought to be, this is not how it ought to be, they will listen to them. Because all this saying that oh, you cannot fight for God, you cannot fight, people, they will not listen unless it's coming out from their own imams, it's coming out from their pastors. They will listen. I think all these religious leaders, they have a very, very, very big role to play when it comes to all this kind of a thing. It's just so pathetic. Just so pathetic. We in the South are educated and civilized, but how we allow morons, extremists, and religious fanatic northerners determine what happens in this country beats my imagination. This is our biggest problem in Nigeria. Crude practice of religion. People insult God and Jesus Christ daily, yet nobody has touched them. Allow your God to fight for him. Anyway, I hope they will be arrested and charged with murder and sent to prison according to the law. What was her crime? Just because she said it is Jesus that made her, her pass. How is that a crime? Very unfortunate. Really? That is Jesus that made her pass? Only in the north that criminals and terrorists overpower security operatives. In the past, in the east, instead they will kill innocent people and sack them suspected IPOB and ESN. The zoo must go down, mark my word. This type of thing is not supposed to be happening in the north, if indeed those in authority and high place have been much serious about the kind of case. Yeah, not just to arrest them, but justice for innocent lady. It is uncalled for. This is very nonsense statements from nonsense and unprofessional police. Why didn't you seek for reinforcement? Why don't you call on their security counterparts? I think they said it is school security. Maybe all these gatesmen and all of that. I don't think whether they are real policemen or the Nigerian police. Well, Deborah was stoned and burned to death today. Sokoto State Police of Education for blasphemy. In a voice note, she reacted against posting irreligious content in their class group on WhatsApp. All the Christians in the north on my list are asking why did she say it, and she key herself. You can't be in the north and not understand the simple safety tip. Do not say anything, whether good or bad, about their religion, except you want to be killed. Also, nothing will happen to the killers. No waste of time with justice for just rest in peace. Holy Ghost fire, nothing will happen to us. The group is not created for sending nonsense things. It is created to send past questions. If there is test or if we are giving assignments, not all these nonsense things. Which kind prophets with this? Comments after they have killed her. It's unfortunate. This is so barbaric. I'm from a country where human beings defend God. I still can't even fathom how Lugard in his exposure decided to amalgamate two different entities. This is serious. So